Adventist Aviation was founded in the early 1970s on the island of then called Irian Jaya, Indonesia, now called West Papua, Indonesia. It was set up to help spread the gospel into unentered areas of this island. There were villages who had dreams, chiefs of villages who had dreams about a white man carrying a black book, coming to tell them more about the health message, about how they should live, about the three angels message. And so the aviation program was established to help transport people to areas that they couldn't otherwise reach. The program flourished for a few years, and then it had some challenges. We arrived here in early 90s with my father, who took over the program at that time. It was in a very difficult situation, very difficult time. But since that time, God has blessed. And for the past 22 years, my father, Bob Roberts, has worked here at Adventist Aviation Indonesia and built it to what it is today. A project like this does not go without some challenges, both administratively and assets, physical assets, human resources. This program in particular has been challenged by some church leadership, some infrastructural challenges with land issues, but God has been faithful. He's seen the program through, and He'll continue to do that if we continue to honor and serve Him. Most recently, about 1 year ago, April 9, 2014, my father was killed in a plane accident here. But that's not done in vain. The devil has tried to stop the project, but it's going to go forward by God's grace. And so today we're here to shape the vision for the future and to help this project go forward and to finish the work that God has given us to do on this island. The impact of a program like this is sometimes difficult to measure because really without the aviation program, the work in many of the areas just simply could not exist. It would take weeks and months to travel to where you can reach in minutes and hours by aircraft. During the time that my father has been here, we've seen a tremendous change and a tremendous impact in many different areas. I don't have the exact count, but I know that there's over 100 projects of churches and schools and different community development projects that have happened during my father's time. Not to mention the young people who have been transported to schools and the pastors who have been transported so that they can go and continue their education or to even get their first education and then to return to their territories to do the work of sharing the gospel to areas that have not yet heard. Our needs in a program like this are tremendous, not only from a human resource and a financial resource, but also from the people that need to do the work on the ground. For example, here in Papua, Indonesia, we have a tremendous need for young teachers, young nurses, young pastors, young evangelists, young people who are willing to go out and serve God. There's so many. Right now, I could think of about 100 villages who could use teachers, who could use nurses. Maybe God is calling you to come and fulfill that part of the mission. Especially here in Indonesia, we're blessed with Adventist universities. You're getting an education to serve others, not to go and serve yourself. Sometimes we think selfishly and we think that we're getting this so that we can serve ourselves. But really, God has given us this education. He's given us this opportunity to be a blessing to others. If you're a pilot, if you're a mechanic, if you have other skills that you think could be used here, I urge you to contact us and see how you could be of service to help share the news that Jesus is coming soon. As we look at the future of Adventist aviation, I don't want to plan for 10 years from now. I want to say that we have a few months or just a few years left to finish the work here on this island, to finish the work in this world. So I want to appeal to anybody who's looking at this now. What skills do you have that you can use to share the gospel to the ends of the earth? Maybe you can't come to Papua, Indonesia. Maybe you can't go to remote parts of the earth. But right next door, there's people who need to know that Jesus is coming soon. And I want each of you to be involved in this message. I want everybody to take up the torch and say, I'm willing to tell others that Jesus is coming because I have that knowledge already. God bless you as you endeavor to do God's will for your life. Thank you.